We
I
do.
still remember like all the influencers making videos like of course have an extra tampon. I'm a girl's girl.
Yeah.
Of course I don't want your man. I'm a girl's girl. And it seemed like such a good moment in time. That kind of like, women were uniting over. We were just all having a moment. Recently, not only have I not heard that term, but I have heard it only like kind of as a shade, like as a insult, as not really as a compliment anymore. And I just want to I want to dive in. I want to find out what happened. Like the undoing of the girl's girl, the unpedestaling of the girl's girl. Because historically the term girl's girl meant a woman who supports other women, is not, competitive with other women, values female friendship. This sounded like a very well-rounded person. This sounded like somebody that would, I don't know if you would agree with this, but somebody that probably decenters men, somebody that probably centers women, or at least themselves, somebody that's not like competing with other women over men or over who, is prettier or thinner or looks better or whatever. It's like, there's enough room for all of us. Why can't we all be a girl's girl?
Right. I agree.
It seems like it started out with good intentions too. Like we definitely had been coming out of the boss babe era where there was like a lot of competition and a lot of, anything that men can do, we can do better. And then there's that innate like, well, now you have to do it better than other women. And now, I don't know, it just almost became normalized to backstab other women just to get to the top. It became normalized to like, I could take your man if I want to. Well, lucky for you, I don't want to. Just sort of like the female ego was like getting a little bit out of control, and the girl's girl was almost a little bit of an answer to that. And somewhere along the way, it just kind of, fell apart, because I always love, something that decenters the patriarchy, that sort of is like, okay, let's stop triangulating women. I don't remember who it was. It might have been like one of the models at the time, but I still remember her doing an interview, and somebody started a question with, well, don't you hate it when other women, and she cuts them off and she goes, no, I actually love that. I love it when other women do anything.
Right.
I don't know. And I just thought that was very iconic. That to me is giving girls girl vibes.
Yes.
Just refusing to bash on other women in public. And I don't know. It just seemed like it was such a trend in the community. Like, what do you think?
It was, and then it became performative. As like I was reading your notes, it absolutely became performative. And I would hear women say, I'm a girl's girl, who clearly was not a girl's girl. And so many women started saying that, they were claiming it, but they were not walking in that walk as actually being that. And so when you start seeing that, more and more women pretending to be girls, and then you're like, that was a bitch move you did. That was not being a girl's girl. Like you were the exact opposite of a girl's girl. Then it dumbed it down. It watered it down at that point. And so after a while, saying that just didn't hold the same weight. It was just like, what does that even mean? You were either called out for not being a girl's girl for real, or that, how sometimes the terms will just get tired of hearing certain things, like accountability. The word accountability, everybody and their grandmother is tired of hearing the word accountability on social media. So it was,
nobody really knows what it means anymore.
No.
Oh, that's a good point. So it's one of those things where like nobody really knows what it means anymore to be a girl's girl.
Right.
Like we've kind of crossed that line into that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I can see it being used almost to, oh gosh, I'm about to use two of these terms together, but it's almost like being used to avoid accountability on the account of being a girl's girl, right? Like somebody's trying to say like, hey, you did this wasn't really cool.
Yep.
And the girl's girl in question is saying, no, I couldn't have possibly done that. I'm a girl's girl. Yeah. Me doing that wasn't anti-feminist or wasn't like anti-female community and empowerment. It was me being a girl's girl.
Yep.
And it's almost kind of like the boss babe thing where at first it kind of had these good, like better connotations where it's like, yeah, of course, don't we all want to be a boss babe? You know, somebody that has a job and has money and drives a nice car and can afford to buy a house and, you know, is just a babe and a boss at the same time. Like, what could go wrong?
Right.
And then it just has turned into a lot of the women that call themselves like girl boss and boss babe are actually trying to get you to join a multi-level marketing scheme.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, hey, girl boss, what's up, babe?
Yeah.
Like, have you ever, you know, thought about making money from home? Have you ever thought about becoming a self-made millionaire by selling these like multi-level marketing scheme products? Like, I don't know. And it's almost like the term girls girl is kind of similar. It's like, well, are you a girl's girl? And it's like, well, what does that mean to you? Like, I want to know, the person who's asking, like, aren't you a girl's girl? Like, well, what does that mean to you? And why has it, you know, almost become this another quote unquote empowerment tool that actually seems to be working against us as women?